Hey, it's me again. So we are continuing the process of upgrading this budget rifle. We started out with a Savage Axis chambered in 308, and if you've already seen it, we started with this cheap plastic stock and we've upgraded it to a Boyd's FT thumbhole stock, and you gotta check out that video if you haven't seen it already because it's just gonna show how amazing this stock really is. Today, we are going to upgrade the trigger because the trigger on this gun, as it comes, has a lot of give to it, it has a lot of travel, it's not very crisp, it doesn't feel very good to shoot. We are gonna upgrade it to a Timney Trigger, which I've got all of my pieces set up here, all the hardware, and our gun is clear, the bolt and action are open, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to switch out this trigger and upgrade your rifle again. Alright, so before we get started, I want to show you everything that's included in your Timney Trigger package and any tools you'll need in order to install it. First of all is your trigger. This is the most important part. If you don't have this, you're not going to be doing anything. Next is going to be the spring that adjusts the pull weight. You're also going to get another C-clip in case you break the one that's installed or lose it. A 5/64 hex wrench. Timney also includes a shooter's prayer card, a decal, and your installation instructions. On top of that, you're gonna need a 1/4 inch open end wrench, a flathead screwdriver, and a 5/32 hex wrench, or in this case, a T25 Torx bit. So let's get started. Alright, so the first step is to make sure that your gun is clear. So you can see our action's clear. Magazine's removed. Now you need to remove the bolt and take off the stock. Remove the bolt by depressing the trigger and the bolt release. That's going to slip right on out like that. Then you're going to take this and remove those 2 action screws at the bottom of the stock. So, step 2 is to get the C-clip off, which is going to release that trigger pin. You're going to take your flathead screwdriver, push up against it, and just push it off the rest of the way, like so. Ours is a little bent up, so we're going to end up replacing ours. You're going to push that trigger pin out like so. And there's the old trigger. Now, step 3 is going to be taking the spring and putting it right where the pull weight screw is. And you're going to put that in as such and line up the holes. You take your pin, put it back into the same hole. Like that, and then take your C-clip, lay it on there like that, take your flathead screwdriver, push it right back on. Now you've got a new Timney trigger installed, and you're going to use your 5/64 hex wrench and your 1/4 inch open end wrench to adjust the 3 screws on your trigger. You've got your pull weight adjustment, you've got your safety screw, which is going to allow your safety to work or not work, and you're going to have your sear engagement screw. This is going to adjust how crisp that trigger pull is. Now that you've got the trigger installed, the next step is going to be to put your bolt back in. And you're going to do that exactly how you took it out. Line it up, you're going to pull the trigger and the bolt release, and slide your bolt back in and close it. Now that your bolt's installed, you're going to want to adjust your sear engagement screw, which is this screw here, and your pull weight screw. In order to adjust the sear engagement, you're going to loosen the lock nut using your 1/4 inch open end wrench, and loosen or tighten that screw with the 5/64 hex wrench until you're happy with it. Once you've got it where you want, you're gonna take that 1/4" wrench and tighten that lock nut back down. That's gonna allow you to have travel in the trigger or to have a nice crisp trigger pull. For your pull weight, it's gonna be just this little wrench here. You're gonna tighten that down or loosen it until you've got your trigger pull. This trigger will go anywhere from 2.5 to a 4-pound trigger pull, which allows you to have it for long distance shooting, hunting, or competitions. All right, so now you've got your screws adjusted. The last screw to adjust is your safety, and that's gonna make sure that your safety does work. You don't want it to be out in the field and not work on you. That would be a very bad thing and a very bad accident. You adjust your safety screw using the same 5/64 wrench. We've already got ours all adjusted, ready to be installed onto the stock. So we're gonna flip this back up. We're gonna drop our stock right back on to where it was. Tighten those 2 action screws down. And now you've got a brand new Timney Trigger installed on a Savage axis chambered in 308, ready to go out and hunt with. Alright, so we just finished up at the range today, and I want to tell you all that this Timney Trigger is absolutely outstanding. I love it. I've got it perfectly tuned for me to go out deer hunting this fall. Rifle season is coming up this weekend. I am super, super excited. And I just want you all to check out Timney Triggers on the web at timneytriggers.com. You can also check them out on Facebook and all other social media channels. And before you go, like this video, subscribe to Cat Haas Outdoors on YouTube, and I'll see you out in the woods. See ya!